is Alex Brooks with his Kozmo deck profile. Okay.
Alright. I play 3 Tin Can. It's Searcher, best card. Other than Dark Destroyer, second best card. This is the second best card. Dark Destroyer is the best. But yeah, this with Call the Haunted and Dark Destroyer in your hand is game. One Strawman. I literally fucking hate this card because I play it at 1 and I draw it every game I ever play. But he's good to search late game. And 2 Farm Girl. I don't think 3 is necessary because most monsters now are bigger than 15. And if I actually need it, I can just search it. And I'd much rather summon a Tin Can than this. I play 2 Wicked Witch and 1 Good Witch. I'm actually going to change this to 1 and 2 because Good Witch is better.
Why is Good Witch better?
It's just right now in this current format, it outs more things. The only time I ever really want to Wicked Witch is when I'm playing against Rogue. If I'm playing against any sort of like tier deck, like Pendulums or Monarchs or whatever, I always end up siding one of these out. And I'd just rather have this because Good Witch gets you out of a lot of awkward plays. So this actually isn't going to stay like this. It's going to switch, but that's the reason for that. 3 Slip Rider. This is the second best ship after Dark Destroyer because fuck Pendulums and back row. One thing that's different is I play 2 Forerunner. A lot of people play 1. The reason I play 2 is just because I want more opportunities to resolve Tin Can. I tested this with 1, and I just ran out of Tin Can targets too fast, and the more times I can resolve that, the better. So this just gives me more shit. 3 Dark Destroyer, that's obvious. It's the best card in the deck. I shouldn't really need to explain that. And 1 Eclipser for the same reason as Forerunner. This card actually really sucks. I just play it because I need targets for Tin Can. And it's an untargetable 3k beater, so I guess it's alright. And then that's all for the Kozmo monsters. For hand traps, I play 2 Max C and 2 Ghost Ogre. I actually tested Valor out, but it kind of bricked a little bit too bad. The only time you ever want it is against Monarchs. So that's why I don't main deck Valor. And onto the spells. 3 Cosmotown. That's standard. This is all standard shit. Everybody plays that. 3 Town, 3 Teleport. And 3 Upstart, because I like 37 card decks. And 1 ofs, I play 1 Dark Hole, 1 Regeki. Just board wipes are really good. Regeki Farm Girl for game. And for the traps, 3 Call the Haunted. This card is just amazing with Tin Can. You just dump all your ships and just plus. And then I play 1 Mojo. This is actually going to get bumped up to 2 because this card's the fucking tits. This card's just amazing. You can out so many problem cards with this. This is your out to Majesty Swing. And then I played 2 strikes and a warning. I only play 2 strikes because I don't own a 3rd one. If I had a 3rd one, I would play 3. That's the main deck, 40 cards. On to the extra deck. It's irrelevant as fuck. I like never make anything in here. But yeah, those are Pokemon tokens. Pastel, Dweller, Pleiades, Volcasaurus, Nova, Infinity, Clear Metal, Meteor Burst, Black Rose, Ancient Fairy, Scarlight, and Chimeratech. I'm actually going to play a second one of these. I just only have 1 right now. This card's amazing in the mirror match.
How often do you really use your extra deck?
Not really that often. I mean, this card isn't as relevant as it used to be because Damage Juggler doesn't exist now. Um, the only cards that I ever really make are Infinity. Infinity and Pleiades are when I make the most because rank 4s are kind of hard. I can make rank 5s pretty easy with Slip Rider. And then other than that, the only thing I really make is Chimera Tech in the mirror match, and occasionally I'll Black Rose somebody. But for the most part, this is completely irrelevant, and I never use it. And the reason why it's not 15 cards is because I am still trying to figure out what I want to put in here. So. And then onto the side deck. 2 core and 1 Cyber Dragon for the mirror match. Core is just better than Cyber Dragon is because you don't have to rely on drawing the Cyber Dragon. You can just either set this or discard it with Twin Twister, and regardless of what you draw, you'll have a Cyber Dragon to fuse with. So it's really good because you can special one from deck. The only time this is really good if you're not Chimera Teching somebody is if you're making Infinity. This is kind of my tech card. I play 2 DD Crow. This card actually has a lot of uses, but the main reason I put it in here is for Monarchs. Because I've had so many games that I should have won from OTKing them, and every time you get out Farm Girl, they just activate Prime, and you lose. So when they activate Prime in the grave, you just chain this to banish it, and then they don't have a Prime, and you OTK them. The only other uses for it, I guess, are in the mirror match. If they activate Call of the Haunted, you just banish whatever their target for Call of the Haunted is. And then it's good against BA if they try to get stuff with Seer. But for the most part, it's just Monarch. And System Down. This card's the fucking tits when you're playing the mirror match. It just banishes everything. And I also fucked up Despots with this. And 2 Kaiser, because fuck Monarchs. 2 Twin Twister, because fuck back row and Pendulums. Dark Hole, fuck Majesty's Fiend. Mask of Restrict, more fuck Monarchs. I hate Monarchs. I'm a little salty if you couldn't tell.
As a Kozmo player, how do you feel about the gold reprints of the deck?
I like them.
Why?
Because Dark Destroyer's cheaper and I can afford to buy French ones now. Because if you haven't noticed, all of my Cosmos are in French except for Destroyer. Destroyer's the only one that's not French. And they were way too fucking expensive before, and I can afford them now. I still think gold rares are ugly, but the price drop is nice. So.
Is there any cards you wanted to put in your side deck or your main deck that couldn't make it?
I kind of wish I had room to play Valor, but Valor for me bricks too much, and I'd rather just like stop a Prime. So I actually took out the Valors for the 2 DD Crows. Other than that, I think my side deck is pretty solid. The only thing I would change in the main deck is I would add a second Mojo or whatever the hell it's called, and then I would add a 3rd Strike.
Okay, well thank you for the deck profile, man.
Yep.